Shalom. I like to say all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Kodesh. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS for the true leaders of Israel today, and salutations to my Akim who do this work in truth and sincerity, who are risking their lives and their freedoms to do so, as well as the scattered Israelites who come looking like the heathen but are not, by way of their forefathers' seeds who are Israelite men. The true name of the Most High is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahushai, and the Lord's holy chosen people are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as we're the ones who suffer under the curses in the book of Deuteronomy. This is your brother Akali from the GMS Jamaica Kingston camp, and this is another video about you wicked Israelites, you 2/3 up in America, and specifically you leaders, man, alright, that are leading our people to destruction. You people have a lot of blood on your hands, and Yahweh Shemishai shall judge accordingly to every man's work. Alright? There is none that shall escape the judgment from Yahweh Shemishai. And the thing is, you men know what you're doing, but you're greedy for riches in this world. A world that is temporary, a world that is not everlasting, a world that is wicked and vile and abominable. This is where you lay up your treasures in carnality, and you make an allegiance to ultimately your enemy, who are these Edomites, as it says in the book of Psalms chapter 83, the enemies of the Israelites, us, okay? You make an allegiance with them, and what you do is that you sell your own people out for your own benefit. Okay? But Yahweh Shemishai sees all these things, man. And nobody shall escape the judgment when it arrives. It may feel good right now to benefit off of the things that you do, but when it is that the judgment arrives from Yahweh Shemishai, then you won't be remembering any of these so-called good times that you believe that you had. You won't. And then in the kingdom, you shall be reborn, yes, with the righteous spirit, but you'll be one of those that will be hanging their heads in the kingdom, especially for the things that you've done and what you've done to your people and how you've sold your people out. Okay? Now, out here in Jamaica, we are experiencing, as the rest of the world, of course, because right now we're in the midst of Esau Edom's NWO, and Esau Edom is a so-called white man, the wicked. Okay, they rule this world, and this is their agenda. And all of these other leaders that are set up all across the world are puppets to follow through with their agenda in all countries. Okay? So we're in the midst of it, and we know what's going on. The NWO, a one world this, a one world that. It's a one world order. Okay? And it's funny that it's not in this video that's said, but I believe it was at this location, if I'm remembering clearly. I remember I saw it in an article that the Prime Minister of Jamaica, when he made his delivery to the people of Jamaica about, moving forward and getting back to life as it is, and they need to take that thing right there to achieve that. He mentioned something about New World Order or whatever else. Okay? But this is how they operate, man, and he has learned very well from his handlers. But he has a job to play, as we all have our jobs to play. Some will be on the side of righteousness, and some will be on the side of unrighteousness. And, that's just how it's written. And, this thing where it says da-da-da is the best way to go. We know that it's coming. We see what's going on in Australia, Europe. We see what's going on in Canada. We see what's going on worldwide in even places that Germany, I believe it's Germany. Right. There was an update that said that in Germany, that in regards to the grocery stores, individuals will not be able to make purchases there if the specific grocery store decides to implement certain things. And one thing that they're doing out here as well is that they're saying they're not going to necessarily force people, but people have a choice, and their choices have repercussions to it. Okay, but we know based off of the scriptures, man, it says in Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 16, for the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed, right? So the leaders of, all of these countries, they don't have the spirit of Yahweh Shemisha upon them, definitely not. They are pushing the agenda of the devil, the so-called white man, and the agenda that they're pushing, they're leading their own people to destruction, man. All right, and that's a very vile thing to do. Okay? The enemy, it wants to destroy our people, and you are joining hand in hand with them to destroy our people for your own benefit. Because we all know what is going on with this worldwide situation, man. You know what I'm saying? And so all of the people are going to listen to you when you go out there and you create your task force. Just like in America when they had their task force at the beginning of the situation. Okay, they've created one out here in Jamaica, and now they're doing things and whatever else, and the entire script is the same narrative that we've all seen before worldwide. And so you're going to lead your people. You've already led several of them onto destruction, onto to devices uploaded that are not, okay, because you can't really say something, y'all know what it is, okay? And you're leading more to that, and eventually you're going to lead them to that Revelation chapter 13, verse 16 to 17, because that's the ultimate goal of the elite of Esau, Edom. All right, and once again, you shall face your judgment for it. Now, along with this situation going on, there is this right here, 185 million in fines for this. Okay, and it's due to the Disaster Risk Management Act, DRMA. So from between March 2020 to June 2021, they have made all of this money, $185 million. Now, when I first saw this, my question was, okay, who's getting this money? Now, my initial thought, of course, they split it up among themselves. It goes to all of those same people that are leading the people to destruction, the people that are, it's several times in songs, I'll use it like that. Artists have said that, the corruption happens among the elite of, even of the elite in Jamaica, that class of people and all these kinds of things. And, that is the assumption. Several times information has come out about that. Then on the other end, you can say, okay, well, Jamaica owes a lot of money to the banking elite, right? So that money could go there, but 185 million, that's nothing for them. So it can go whichever way. Of course, you can't make a full assumption because you don't know, but given the nature of these individuals and what they've shown us, I mean, but regardless of all of that, we know that the purposes are evil, because you see with this thing right here, profits were made off of something mystical. I'll put it that way. You know what I'm saying? Something mystical. Ooh. And that's really trifling, man. That's very trifling. That's very trifling. But in the book of 2 Timothy, that it says that evil men shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. And that's what they do, man. They're deceiving their own people while they're being deceived by the so-called white man, the ultimate deceiver. Our own people, And they are evil men because they do these evil acts. Okay? But in the book of Jeremiah chapter 5 and verse 26, It says, "For among my people are found wicked men, you Israelites." And you know the thing about this, some of these leaders out here in Jamaica, the brothers be talking and the brothers be like, they just might be heathen. They just might be heathen. But we'll see. Because, I saw the brothers earlier today, and the brother said in the book of Maccabees there was an individual that was an Israelite, and he was like one of the wickedest, one of the most vile. Because, that's how our people are. Our people, our people take things to the next level. You know what I'm saying? If Jake want to be, as the elder apostle Tahar would say, a Mo. You know what I'm saying? If Jake want to be a Mo, Jake is going to be the biggest one, even bigger than Esau, for example, So the level of wickedness from our people and how high it can go shouldn't be surprising to us. Okay? They lay wait as he that setteth snares. They set a trap. They catch men, right? And they're catching a lot of men right now, man. A lot of you Israelites, man, y'all getting caught right now into something that's not profitable unto you. But they're doing these things for their own benefit. And they've always been doing these things for their own benefit, even going back before this situation occurred. Okay? Everything has been to your expense, and you people just willingly accept it. And, some of you even say, okay, well, this is just how life is, and you bend over and you just take it and all these kinds of things, But you've all been laid in snares, man. Okay? As a cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit, right? Complete deception, man. They're coming to you, they're selling right now. Oh boy, he's out here going around and he's selling to people the narrative that, oh, our children are suffering, that they're not getting to go to school. That's one of the newest narratives that I'm seeing. Meanwhile, that low-key education is finished, man, because the NWO agenda does not have anything to do with education the way that you know it right now, which the education system was garbage and set up for our destruction in the first place anyway. Okay? Therefore, they are become great and waxing rich, right? They become great in a worldly sense, and they do become rich by all of these evil, wicked acts that they do. A lot of these individuals are also lodge members, man. Okay? Lodge members out here are Freemasons. Just letting you know. Okay? And they're all confederate with one another. All these people that you see in these high positions, for the most part, they are a part of it, man. They are waxing fat, they shine, yeah, they overpass the deeds of the wicked. You see, they overpass the deeds of Esau, Edom, man. They judge not the cause of the fatherless, yet they prosper, right? They prosper in wickedness because this is a wicked world. All right? You don't prosper in righteousness in this world, man. Okay, this isn't the world of righteousness. This is the world of the wicked. So wickedness prospers in wickedness. Yet they prosper, and the right of the needy do they not judge. Right. The people who are actually in need, the people who are suffering, they don't care about them, man. They make their situation worse intentionally for their own benefit. And here are the words of the Lord Yahweh Shemeshai, shall I not visit for these things? Saith the Lord Yahweh, shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this? And that is it, man. That's it. As it is written, so it shall be done. Yahweh Shemeshai ain't playing with you people, man. And you can scoff and you can scorn as much as you want to. But the judgment is set for every single individual. For what they have done and their actions, and for being unrepentant. So with that, I like to say, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shemeshai, Bashem Kodesh. Wa abad babal shalom.